everyone, I'm Elaine. Welcome to my Pilates for Beginners class. In today's session, we'll go over some fundamental skills that will get you started in your practice. This is a great class if you're new to Pilates, but is also wonderful if you already have a practice but want to fine-tune those basic skills. So go ahead and grab a mat and let's get started. Begin by standing with your feet hip distance apart, parallel, toes pointing forward, and take a deep inhale, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Now as you exhale, nod your chin to your chest, slowly start rolling down, and as you roll down, draw your belly button towards your spine. Notice where the weight of your body is. You want to make sure that your weight is mostly on your toes. Once you reach the ground, soften your knees, shake your head no, and nod your head yes. Now take a deep inhale into the back of your rib cage. And as you exhale, curl your tailbone between your legs and slowly start rolling up one vertebra at a time, making sure your head is the last thing to come up. And once you reach the top, give your shoulders a good little roll back. Now we're going to take a seat to work on our Pilates breathing. So with Pilates breathing, there are three aspects that are important to remember. The first aspect is learning how to breathe into the back of your rib cage. So go ahead and take your hands to the sides of your ribs. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Now as you exhale, imagine the ribs coming together like an accordion. That's it. And again, inhale, feeling the rib cage expand to the sides. And then as you exhale, draw the ribs together. That's it. Now go ahead and take your left hand to your belly and then take your right hand to your low back. Now take a deep inhale into the back of the rib cage once more. And as you exhale, draw your belly to your spine and your spine to your belly. One more time. Inhale, breathing into the back of the rib cage. And as you exhale, belly to spine and spine to belly. Good. Now rest your hands on your lap. And we're going to do one more type of breath, which is going to engage your pelvic floor. So take a deep inhale into the back of your rib cage. And as you exhale, imagine an elevator shaft traveling up through the center of your body, feeling the space between your sits bones squeeze together. One more time. Inhale, breathing in. And exhale, feeling that energy coming up through the center of your body. Very good. Now we're ready to begin with our core work. So go ahead and turn to face the side of your mat. Take your feet parallel, hip distance, and now begin rolling down one vertebra at a time, pressing your low back, mid back, and upper back into your mat. Gently let your arms rest down by your sides. Now from here, bring your right leg to tabletop, and then bring your left leg to tabletop. Inner thighs glued together. Now, ensure that the angle of your knees is at a 90-degree bend. Okay, from here, inhale, tap your right toes down, feeling your low belly engage. As you exhale, drag the right leg back into tabletop. Inhale, left toes dip down. Exhale, feeling the low belly engage as you drag that leg up. And again, inhaling down. Exhale, bring that leg up. Inhale, left leg down. Exhale, bring that left leg up. You can continue with single legs here. Or, for a little bit more challenge, go ahead and try reaching both legs down next time. Inhale, dipping both legs down. Exhale, scoop your low belly to bring the legs up. Now, as your legs are moving, you'll notice that your shoulder blades want to come up off your mat. See if you can keep them pressed down. Open the collarbones. Inhale to dip. Exhale, bring the legs up. If you'd like to make this even more challenging, go ahead and interlace your hands behind your head. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale, dip the toes down. Exhale, scoop your belly to bring the legs back up again. We'll do about 4 more here. Inhale, exhale, watching your belly sink down. And 3. Exhale, deep scoop. 2 more for 2. Try to keep your low back pressed into your mat. Last time, inhale down, exhale, bring the legs to tabletop, and then hold your knees in towards your chest, let your head rest down, and take a gentle rock side to side. Good job. Now from there, bring your toes down, rest the feet all the way down on your mat, reach the arms up. We're gonna work on the 100, which is really gonna fire up your core. Reach the fingertips up, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hover your arms directly over your mat, just a few inches off your mat. Now from here, press your low back into the mat and start pumping your arms. Now as you pump your arms, we're gonna start breathing. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. Now, if you'd like to advance this a little bit more, go ahead and bring your legs to tabletop. Inhaling, and exhaling. That's it, inhale, and exhale. Now, if your neck starts to hurt you, you can go ahead and put your head down. Or if you'd like to keep your head up, you can always take one hand behind your head. Okay? Continue to breathe and exhale. We have 3 more breaths here. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing into the back of the rib cage. And exhaling, watching your belly scoop down. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Take your feet down, let your head rest down. Now arms are going to be down by your sides, feet parallel hip distance. Now moving on to bridges, which will activate your hamstrings. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, imprint your low back into the mat. That means you're going to close all the space between your low back and the mat. Now go ahead and slowly start rolling your hips up, 1 vertebra at a time, all the way to the top. Now take a look at your bridge and make sure that your ribs are no higher than your hips. So ribs are a little lower, hips are a little bit higher. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time, pressing your spine into your mat, and then finally letting your tailbone touch down. And again, inhale here. Exhale, imprinting the low back, curling the tailbone to roll the hips up. Deep inhale at the top, and exhale, slowly rolling back down. And again, inhale. And exhale, imprinting as you roll up. Inhale, and exhale, slowly rolling back down. Let's do this 4 more times. Inhale here, exhale, rolling through. Inhale, and exhale to peel back down. Now, if at any point you start to feel your low back, try and reduce your range, so don't go up quite as high. Inhale, and exhale, rolling down. And if you feel like you're up for a little extra challenge, go ahead and flex your ankles, heels are down, and slowly roll the hips up with just the heels pressing down. This will activate your hamstrings a little bit more, creating a bit more challenge. Last 2 here. Exhaling as you roll up. Inhale, exhaling as you peel down. And prepare to hold this next one. We'll stay up at the top. Rolling all the way through, holding here at the top. Again, check in, ribs are down. Tailbone's curled up. Now drop your hips down 1 inch and then squeeze up 1 inch. Come down 1 inch and squeeze up 1 inch. Squeezing your glutes, squeezing the backs of your legs to draw the hips up. And again. And remember that the toes can be up or down. When the toes are up, this will be a little bit more challenging. Exhale up. Ready to go a little faster? Let's go up and up, up and up. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Take your time as you roll down bone by bone. And then hug your knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side. Nice work. From there, release your legs long on your mat. Make sure you're centered so that your legs can be completely on your mat. Flex your ankles about as wide as your hips. Now reach your arms back by your ears. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, start lifting your head and shoulders. Scoop your belly and roll all the way forward, reaching for your toes. Now as you reach for your toes, draw your shoulders back, draw your belly to your spine. Now inhale, begin rolling back. And exhale, lay your spine down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down. Now, for some of us, we'll get a little stuck here. So no worries, if you get stuck, you can always grab your legs and then help yourself up by pulling on your legs a little bit with your hands, reaching for your toes and scooping out your belly. And again, inhale, begin rolling back, and exhale as you lay your spine all the way down. And again, inhale, head and shoulders, exhale, rolling through. Belly pulls back, arms reach forward, flex the toes. Inhale, begin rolling back. Exhale, all the way down. Nice work, you guys. Let's do about 3 more. Reaching forward, Inhale, begin rolling back. Exhale as you bring it down. And again, inhale, head and shoulders. Exhale, rolling through, touching the toes. Remembering that if you ever need any extra support, you can hold on to your thighs and gently lay your spine down. Final 2. Inhale, head and shoulders. Exhale, rolling through, reaching for your toes. Inhale, begin rolling back. Exhale as you bring it down. One more time. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, reach all the way for the toes. Big stretch this time. Hold it here for one extra breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, reach a little farther. And then inhale, begin rolling back. Exhale as you come all the way down onto your mat and relax. Nice work. From there, we're gonna roll onto our bellies. Okay, so go ahead and hook your hands behind your thighs and roll all the way up so that we can make our way onto our bellies. So plant your hands down, step your feet back, and roll down onto your belly. Now, roll onto your left side facing me, and then rest your head on your hand. Okay, now what you want to do is line your body up with the back edge of your mat here. Okay, your front hand is going to be in front of your belly, and then your feet are going to be a little bit forward of your body. So you want your feet at the front edge of your mat, and then your hips on the back edge of your mat. Now imagine like there's a little mouse trying to crawl underneath your waist. So make a little space there, and try not to collapse your waist. First thing we'll do is this top leg will stay parallel to begin with. We're going to flex to bring the leg forward. And now point your foot as you bring your leg back. Very good. And again, inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. And again, inhale and exhale. Now notice if this sneaky shoulder over here is trying to roll forward. Don't let it. So see if you can keep pushing into that mat with your hand, and don't let that shoulder roll forward. Remember to breathe. And back. 4 more times. Here's 4. And back. As your leg moves, you'll be tempted to move your hips. Try not to let the hips move. Last 3. And back. 2 more for 2. And back. Last time. And bring that leg back. Now bring your leg in line with your bottom leg. Externally rotate. That means your knee will point up towards the sky. Flex your ankle as you bring your leg up. And now point your foot as you bring your leg down. And again, flex up. And point down, and flex up, and point down. Imagine like you're trying to paint the wall with your foot. So reach your leg as far as you can across the room. And don't forget that bottom leg. Bottom leg is also very active. That's right, let's go 3 more. And 2, keeping that breath going. 1 more time. And then rest the legs all the way down. Now, extend that bottom arm so that you can let your head rest on your arm, and then bend your knees. Bring the knees forward a little, but make sure your feet are in line with your hips, okay? Now we'll work the side of your glutes a little bit. From there, go ahead and keep your feet down, but lift your top knee up, and then bring it right back down again. And again, bring it up and down. Now, when the knee lifts, you'll be tempted to let this hip roll back. Don't let it. Keep that hip perfectly stacked. And remember that mouse under your waist, it's still there. Don't squish your mouse. Keep a little lift right there. Let's go 5 more. And 4. Remembering to breathe for 3. And 2. Now let's hold that last one for a little challenge. A little pulses up and up, up and up. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax all the way down. Nice work. From there, let's roll onto our bellies. So just roll down and make a little pillow for your forehead, stacking your hands underneath your forehead. Rest your head down. Now, go ahead and bring your heels together, toes slightly apart. And all we're gonna do is lift the thighs up off the mat and go for a little swim. A little kick, kick, kick. Now, as we're kicking the legs, we want to make sure that our shoulders are still sliding down the back. And see if you can anchor your pelvis. So notice if your pelvis is moving a lot. See if you can keep your pelvis nice and still. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, deep inhale. And exhale. exhale, gently release down. Give your hips a little wiggle to release your back. Nice work. Go ahead and press back. Come up to seated position, and let's flip over for side 2. So go ahead and line up the back edge of your body against the back edge of your mat. Lay your head in your hand, and then bring your legs forward so that they're towards the front edge of your mat. Now, we're gonna lift that waist again, make room for your little mouse, and then take your top hand in front of your waist. Look at your bottom foot. See if you can find that little kickstand once more. And then top leg is gonna be parallel. Inhale, sweep that leg forward, flexing your ankle. Exhale, bring the leg back. And again, inhale forward, and exhale, bring it back. And again, inhale, and exhale, bring it back. Let's do 4 more, and back. Again, keeping the hips nice and stable, opening through your collarbones. Inhale, and never forgetting to engage your belly, right? In Pilates, we're always engaging the abs, even if we're working a different part of the body. Last time, inhale, exhale, bring it back. Now, stack the 2 legs, one on top of the other. Find a turnout from that top leg. Flex up, and point down. And flex up, and point down. Again, imagine like you're trying to paint the walls in your room. That leg is reaching across the room. Lots of energy through the sole of your foot. 4 more, here's 4. And down, and 3. Almost there, 2 more for 2. And down, final 1. Bring it down. Ready for clams? So let's bend the knees. Your feet are gonna be in line with your hips. Rest your head down, let the arm extend so your neck can be nice and long here. Now from there, keeping the hips stacked, lift your top knee up and bring it down again. Lift it up and bring it down. Remembering to keep that lift in your waist. Open collarbones and lift up and down. Working the side of the glute, which is very important for balance. Here's 4 and 3. 2 more times for 2. Let's hold that lift. Little pulses up and up, up. Keep that hip stacked forward. Final 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. From there, we're gonna roll back onto our bellies for some cat-cow. So go ahead and come all the way up and make your way onto all 4s. Now, when we're on all 4s, we want to make sure our hands are under our shoulders, knees under the hips. Now, start with a neutral spine, which means that the belly button's pulled to the spine, the space between the shoulder blades is lifted, and the tailbone is reaching slightly up. From there, let's start with a deep inhale. As you inhale, drop your belly, reach your tailbone to the sky, open the chest, and look forward. Now, as you exhale, round your back, curl your tailbone between your legs, and look back towards your thighs. And again, inhaling as you extend to reach forward. And exhale, round the back. And again, this is wonderful for back pain if your back feels a little tight at the beginning or the end of your day. And exhale, rounding the back, drawing the belly button up towards the spine. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling, articulating that spine, extending the chest forward, and exhale, rounding the back. Last time here, inhaling as you extend, and exhaling as you round. Now, let's come into a neutral position. Bring your knees a little closer to each other, and see if you can extend your right arm forward. Just reach it forward. Draw your shoulders down your back. Now, see if you can extend your left leg back, and just hold and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Push the ground away with that left hand. Press your right shin into your mat. We'll hold for 4 and 3, 2, don't forget your belly. And then take your right hand down, left knee down, rebalance everything. Ready for side 2? Let's reach the left arm forward, draw that shoulder down the back. Right leg reaches back. Draw the belly button to the spine, lift the space between your shoulder blades and begin breathing. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Can you lift up a little higher out of that right wrist? and exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Bring that hand down, bring the knee down, and just press back into a brief child's pose to stretch out your back. Nice work. From there, we're gonna move into our planks. Now for planks, you have a few options here. What we'll do first is let's take the hands directly underneath the shoulders, just like we had a moment ago, and then walk your knees back so that you can press your hips forward, lifting your toes up into a kneeling plank. This is a wonderful way to learn plank before we move on to the toes. Now puff up the space between your shoulder blades, tuck your hips a little bit, and draw your belly button to your spine. And just hold and breathe. Now look at your hands and ensure that the base of your index finger is pressed into your mat. So we never want to let that base of the index finger lift up. We're going to press into the mat so that we stabilize through the wrists and the shoulders. Let's hold here for just a few more counts. For 5 and 4. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and then on 1, press back into a little stretch. Very good. Now we're going to add on and do a few little push-ups here to challenge your shoulder and your chest muscles. So take your hands directly under your shoulders once more. Draw the feet in towards your sits bones. Puff up the space between your shoulder blades and tuck your hips a little bit. Now we'll lower down for 2 counts and lift up for 2 counts. So no rushing, okay? Ready? Inhale down for 2 and press up for 2. Now, you'll notice my elbows are narrow here, and the reason we're doing that is so that we can work our tricep muscles, the muscles on the backs of our arms, as opposed to just our chest muscles. So Pilates style push-ups tend to work the whole arm as opposed to just the big muscles, resulting in long, lean muscles. Stay with me, we only have 3 more. And press. And 2. Exhale, press. Make sure you don't droop your head. Keep your beautiful head lifted and press up. Last time. And press it up. Very good. Press back into a child's pose and give your wrists a little stretch here, rolling them in and rolling them out. And then slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time, curling your tailbone down and then rolling your shoulders back. Nice work. Now we'll move on to some extension exercises, which will help to neutralize your spine so you're ready to take on the rest of your day. So lie down on your belly, lowering yourself all the way down. Good. Point your nose down towards your mat, and then from there, find a little turnout from your legs and bring your arms into a cactus position, which means your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your arms are at a 90-degree bend. Now from there, anchoring your pubic bone down, start lifting your chest. Now see if you can lift your legs up too. And then put everything down. And let's inhale on the extension. And exhale to bring it down. And again, inhaling to bring it up. And exhaling to bring it down. Now if for any reason this bothers your back, you can always keep your feet down like this. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay? We're bending from our thoracic spine, which is the upper back, as opposed to the lower back. So even though it might look like the low back is bending, really most of the movement is from the upper back. Okay, we have 4 more. Exhale, bring it down. Are you breathing? Make sure you're still breathing. And down. Inhaling on the way up will help you find more extension, will help you open the chest a little bit more. Last 2. Here's 2. And bring it down. Ready for your bonus challenge? Let's hold it here. Extend your arms forward. Now, imagine you're a starfish. Open your arms and your legs out to the sides. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, big starfish. Exhale, bring it back in. We only have 4 more. Stay with me. And 3. Point those feet. Squeeze your glutes. 2 more. Let's hold the last one. Lift up a little higher. Imagine you're Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Get those thumbs up. And then come all the way down. And let's take a child's pose here. Stretching out that back, resting the forehead down. Gentle rock side to side. Nice work. All right, go ahead and slowly roll up. And now it's time to stretch out. After all that hard work, I think you earned it. So go ahead and bring your legs forward. Okay? And first thing you'll do is take your right leg and bend that in half. And then sweep your left leg back like this. Now what you'll do is place your hands down, roll onto that front shin, and then slowly walk that back foot back until you feel a good little stretch. Now that front leg does not need to be parallel to the front edge of your mat, right? You can have it at an angle like this, doesn't have to be extreme. First thing we'll do is take the fingertips down, lift your chest up towards the sky, and as you exhale, slowly start melting all the way down, resting your forehead onto your mat. And just taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling that left hip open up, and also the right hip too. This is a full body stretch. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, melt down into your stretch. Notice if you're gripping it all, see if you can let that go. One more breath, a deep inhale. And exhale, letting that go. And then slowly come up. Sweep your left leg forward and let's switch sides. Bending that front knee, reaching the back leg all the way back. Okay, rolling onto the top of your right thigh. Come up onto your fingertips, lift your chest, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly bring it all the way down, resting the forehead down as you stretch your arms forward. Just a few deep breaths here. Imagining that space in your hips opening up and letting go of any tension that's left over. Last breath here, inhale, and then exhale, slowly make your way up. And then sweep your right leg forward. Let's do a few mermaids to stretch out your sides. So just sit with your legs in a comfortable cross-legged position. Okay, take your right hand down and then reach your left arm up and over. And if you'd like, you can even bring your elbow all the way down as you reach over. Now notice if your left hip is lifting up off your mat. See if you can anchor that hip down. Maybe opening the chest towards the sky a little bit. Deep inhale. And then exhale, bring it up and over. Other side, reaching the right arm up and over. Maybe elbow comes down, maybe not. And now push into that left hand to anchor the right hip, reaching through your fingertips, looking up at the sky, and then bring it all the way up. And from there, we'll finish with one more roll down, and then you're done. So finishing just like we started, just to get the back nice and neutralized for the rest of your day, stand with your feet parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, nod your chin to your chest, slowly rounding down. And you might notice that your back feels quite different now after doing half an hour of Pilates. Soften the knees, hang out here for a moment, shake the head no, and nod your head yes. And then keep your knees soft, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, roll up bone by bone, all the way to the top, and then roll your shoulders back. Nice work. I'd love to hear how you liked your workout today in the comments section, and keep an eye out for my next 2 videos which will build on what we worked on today. I'll see you next time.